Police officer has been arrested accused of stealing a pair of shoes while on duty. Robin Connor was arrested after officers were called to Dick's Sporting Goods about 12:30 this afternoon. She's charged with misdemeanor shoplifting. Police Chief Joseph Daughtry says Connor was wearing her uniform and was on duty when she was taken into custody. Connor was on her second stint with the department. She returned about 2 years ago. Now she's on administrative leave, and this investigation is continuing.
We have a job to do. We're held to a higher standard, and the community is just starting to trust us. And to take this gut punch really hurts. That's why we fulfilled our obligation, not only to the store, but to this community.
And Connor was given an $862 surety bond in that case.
Alrighty, welcome back to Absolutely Not for the Meek. And we got some things to talk about today. And this is called the aftermath. This is going to be a new segment that me and the agitator will be doing, a new show. And we're looking forward to working together again. And man, it is Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. And let's get it going. Welcome to Absolutely Not for the Meek. Oh yeah, back one more again. And my co-host, he's not with me right now. It will probably be later on tonight, and it's gonna be plenty of hot topics to go through. I began with that clip you saw there with the lady police officer stealing a pair of sneakers. Yes, this is a crazy world, and social media has revealed so much about the nature of certain people. So I would like to go further into that subject. And I have a situation that I came across with, what the hell is her name? The comedian. The comedian, what's her name? God damn it. I don't know her name, but we're about to see it. Oh, you got to excuse me, but I really don't remember people's names too good. It has to be consistent me seeing them and dealing with them and acting like that. Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish. I don't even follow her. I think the funniest thing she ever did when she was on their award show, and what's that guy? The guy who played Creed, when she was up there like dancing for him and acting like that. And then next year she like popped out like she was pregnant. That was freaking hilarious. That is probably the only thing I've ever found funny about a funny skit that she did. All right, then let's get this popping with the lovely Riva, and she's gonna break down some stuff that it seems like a lot of women don't seem to see, but she's so poignant in her analyses. Let's go into it.
About myself, just like I was saying in 2018 when they was asking me about Monique and her husband, and I said I don't do my business the way she does business because I don't have a husband. I don't have what she has, right? I'm all alone. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, I'm doing this all by myself. I'm not. I don't have a whole family full of men or a man supporting me. I'm doing it on my own. I'm learning on my own. So for people to say, like, I have to make light of something that the average female wouldn't do. The average female wouldn't have the courage to go see for themselves. It's a lot of scary out here, and y'all can be scared, but I'm going to go ahead and follow my instincts and learn as much as I can learn.
So recently, Tiffany Haddish she went viral for a post that she made stating that she was going to go to Israel to figure out everything that was going on for herself. Okay. And so then after she got called out on social media for everybody, basically saying like, why are you even going over there? Why are you even making light of this? Why are you smiling in the picture? Why are you making this a joke? There's some serious stuff that's going on. Why are you doing this? And then she goes and has an interview with TMZ and has a meltdown about it. Right? She's crying. She's emotional. She's saying all these things. She's saying that she doesn't have a husband. She doesn't have any man around her or men around her. She's figuring out everything on her own, and it's not easy and it's hard. And I saw a thread of a lot of women in the comment sections who were saying, what does this have to do with having a man, Tiffany? What does all this stuff have to do with having a man? Why are you blaming the fact that you're single on the foolishness that we see you constantly doing on the media? What does one have to correlate with the other? I'm going to tell you, okay? I'm going to tell you what it has to do with it. You see, this is the portion of the doing bad all by yourself. I don't need no man. I could do whatever I want to do. I'm free to go as I want to. As much as women are singing this tune, I don't have anybody to answer to. Mm-hmm. Nobody can check me. Nobody can tell me when I can and can't do this and what I can and can't do that. There's also a downside to that.
Yep.
Because what happens is when you become successful, you have a lot of yes men around you, but nobody is standing there to check you, to hold you accountable. And also, you have nobody that you can truly trust that has your best interest at heart. Mm-hmm. That can see you falling, deteriorating, crumbling, and support you and say, I got you. We're in this together. We're going to make sure that you are the best version of you.
Wow.
So what does it have to do with her not having a man around? It has everything to do with it. Women by nature are chaotic. So when a woman is left alone to her own demise, she is thriving in chaos.
Yep.
The comment that she said that, there's a lot of scary women out here who, would not go all the way over here to see for their own eyes, exactly what's really going on out there. It has nothing to do with fear. It has to do with logic.
No logic.
A lot of women who are in relationships are not even fathoming to go out there or to go outside of themselves to even do something like that. Because one, they have very different priorities within their life. But two, even if they thought to or wanted to or wished to, that protection that men provide, that provision, that leadership would have him turn to her and say, if me as a man, I am not going over there, what makes you as a woman feel the need to be so, what is the word that I would want to use? It, not even intrigued, nosy, okay, for lack of better words, to go over there and put yourself in possible risk of danger of all kinds of things.
Yo, it ain't just what's your risk of those things. Not just that. You're dealing with the ultimate in corruption and you go over there and you make any wrong moves. You say anything that goes against the narrative that the powers that be are talking about, you'll destroy your career. So obviously, me, if I was Tiffany Haddish's man, which I wouldn't even be interested, so I would be like, yo, should I just tell you Kanye? Kanye? Should I just say um I mean just read off the list of all the people that said something that was found offensive and everything was destroyed. I mean, damn, I mean, what the hell? This is exactly where you don't have the covering of a man. And damn, right now I'm just trying to
All I can do right now is put on a brave face and go out there and be their leader.
It's over.
we're
We are screwed.
exactly. So yeah, I tell you, this Tiffany Haddish is out of control, man. Getting drunk DUIs and all type of stuff because she don't have the leadership. And I bet you the men that she has been with, they were just like, "Oh my God, I can't deal with this." All the dysfunction that was going on, they're like, "Yo, she don't listen. She ain't doing what I needed to do. What the hell, man?" So this woman is doomed, doomed.
But also making a joke about it. For a lot of people that don't know, men provide more than just logic. And this is also going to come as a shocker to many, but the provision that they provide is a lot more than financial.
hmm
I know that might be the first time a lot of you guys heard that. Okay? Because a lot of women believe that provision that a man provides is only how much he can come up out of them pockets. It's more than that. As I stated, the leadership skills, the protection, the direction, logic, structure. To the chaos, stability, the balance. You see, a lot of these women who have preached, I could do better by myself, that, I'm a boss chick and I don't need no man, they know the truth. They know. They're very well aware that they need a man. They're very well aware of how vulnerable they are when they do not have a man in their corner supporting or defending or leading them. That's
And what does that say to the mentality of that you need a man in your life? You know that you can't do it by yourself. You know, that this man been telling you the truth the whole time. He been trying to guide you and everything, and you don't listen. And then on top of that, you go ahead and tell other women, "Oh, I'm strong and independent and everything like that. I don't need no man and everything." Guess what? Maybe I'm just gonna go ahead and monkey branch over to get another man, or I'm gonna do this and that, and you just leave the man that's been down for you and with you the whole damn time. This sounds like insanity. Straight up.
not news to them. They are very well aware of that. However, as I stated so many times before, they would rather have company for their misery than turn and actually tell you guys the truth.
Yep.
Now you have this woman saying out of her own mouth, I don't know if her emotions got the best of her or what, saying what Monique said was true.
Man, men don't do that. Men don't set up other men for failure like this. Men will tell a man, yo, don't do this, don't do that. I even saw a video where a non-binary, I don't know what the hell she was, what she was saying she was, but she said when it comes down to getting information, knowing how to do something, trying to figure something out, with the if she went to a woman will be talking about hair, nails, blah blah blah, and everything like that, and won't be able to tell her nothing about how to take care of what she needs done. And if she was, they will want to charge a fee. But when she goes to a man will freely try to assist and say, "Yo, I don't know about that, but I know a guy that does that. Let me give you his number and everything like that, and you could call him up." And then she'll call up that guy. He'll be like, "Oh, sure, no problem." Blah blah blah. And men are willing to assist at any time. But she could not get that from a woman. Could not. What does that say?
That's real. I am acting this way because I don't have a man around me. I am acting this way because I don't have the balance necessary for me. I am lonely. I need assistance. I do need help. I do need protection. I do need order. I do need peace. I do need somebody that's going to stand with me and help me figure things out. That's truth. A lot of women who are lied to, or who are believing the lies of the narrative of your life is more peaceful without your counterpart. And listen, there's levels to a conversation, and then there's deeper levels, right? Where, people feel that they don't want to be in relationships, or people, whatever the case is. But the fact of the matter is, whenever we look, even in nature, there's always companionship. There's always a companion. There's always somebody helping to assist. There's one stronger vessel in some areas. There's one weaker vessel in some areas, and they balance each other out. A lot of these women, they listen to these things. They get fed the knowledge of you don't need a man. And, oh, girl, your life is going to be so much more peaceful. Oh, yes, I'm sleeping so much better knowing that I don't got somebody's son stressing me out. There's all that whole narrative that's being pushed and painted. A lot of women don't figure out the truth until it's too late.
Too late. It's too late. Like Future said, it's over for you.
So they run out of options. So nobody's checking for them anymore. So now they're in a space that they're stuck in their ways. They're not willing to bend. They're not willing to move. They're not willing to cooperate. Because they never needed to. Now they're so comfortable in their selfishness, in their solitude. Moving in with somebody is like unheard of. How? How am I going to do that? I've only done things that I've catered to solely myself for so long. How am I going to create a space for another person to be in my life? Because I didn't think that I was going to have to get to this point to have to do that. And then they get into that space, and then they have a hard time maintaining relationships, keeping relationships, balancing relationships. They say after a certain age, both men and women they're not in a space where it's easy for them to grow or to adapt or change. Mm-hmm. A lot of times that age bracket is after women hit the wall. Now you're trying to backtrack and figure out, okay, how am I going to do this? It's not easy to create changes and adapt to them. We all know this. This is why I present personally this perspective, so that from an early start, women can look and see, okay, there's that way of doing things. There's this way of doing things. Which way can I look that might seem beneficial to the end result that I'm looking for? Let me go look in these comments and see what the men who are supposed to be my counterpart are saying. Let me go look at the women who are talking anti and see what their comments are saying. Ironically enough, when the women are talking about you don't need no man, you don't need no this, you don't need no that, in the comment section, there's no men to be found. Think about that. Instead of using the perspective, it's because you're saying what a man wants to hear. It's because men, instead of having that negative perspective, have that optimistic approach as in, well, if I want to be with a man and men are agreeing with this, maybe this is a way that I need to open my eyes to. Maybe this is something I need to be more attentive to. Maybe this is an area that I can look for, research, and grow in. Because maybe if I stop listening to the people who are single, who are promoting singledom, then maybe I will get different results. She knew exactly what she was saying. She don't have men around her, not even in her family, she's saying. Not in a relationship. Nothing. Literally, and it says she doesn't have a whole family full of men or a man.
Yo, that is a product. She's a product of the environment. Straight up. You don't have nobody because she came from foster care. She came from a messed up situation. And now she's got to bumble through life, not knowing, trying to figure things out, and is ignorant to it. She's now coming out of the ignorance. But will she maintain and understanding what it is that why she is the way she is? Somebody told me that your karma can go down to your children and everything, right? And I'm like, yo, man, I'm not even gonna go into it, but your karma could go down to your children and acting like that. And I'm like, man, like when it comes down to my children, my older children, my daughter, and what she's going through, what she's doing, that ain't my karma. That karma, if it if it's the karma that I shouldn't have never messed with her mama because the mama came from a situation like that she had no parents and everything like that. That's why if a man were to get with Tiffany Haddish and everything, where she has nobody, no mama, no daddy, no nothing, that's the karma. That's the karma with messing with somebody like that. Because they're gonna be so messed up. They're gonna poison your children's minds against you, and and it'll be no listening to, no logic. This is the female thing, which they have will not take in what you're saying, will not listen, and and then make sure that everything is fall apart, and then their life goes to shit. And they say, "Well, that's your karma. That's your karma." Yeah, for putting your seed in someone who didn't deserve it, that was unworthy. So men, if you're worth a grain of damn salt, do not procreate with the wrong people. That's my message for the today.
Supporting her. So that means that she understands the magnitude or the necessity of men. But y'all don't hear that though. How I know, again, that you guys don't hear that is because you're asking in the comment section, what does one have to do with the other?
And also choosing the right man. Because I know plenty of, people would think that when you look at this content and everything like that I'm putting out everything like I'm bashing women. No, like I said many times, I'm bashing goddamn females. And you're gonna see in the end of this video what I have on it. I did a post on it, so I'll put on the tail end of this. We're gonna go through that. But I bash females. I bash ghetto-ness, um, low life them. I bash all those things. I bash anybody that's against family and upliftment, trying to build a future, a legacy. If you're against that, I ain't trying to mess with you. I've met plenty of men, low life men. Me and Agitator spoke about this, that these women be choosing the most low life, disgraceful. I had these guys that were around me and they refused to pay child support. They was like trying to get out of pay child support. I'm looking at them like I I cannot relate. I cannot. I spent years paying for my older children, paying, paying the system, and there was no relief. Even when I had full custody, even when I had full custody of my daughter, I had custody of my daughter, and I still had to pay child support to the mother for my daughter that was in my custody and my son. So, but other guys, they wouldn't do that. They would not do that. They're gonna find some type of way to skirt away from that. But I was like, yo, I can't let child support hold me back. I got to motivate. I got to make more money than that child support is. And it's not a lot of money. But when you deal with a wrong type of female, that little bit of money is like, oh yeah, that little 500, 800, maybe $1,300 a month. That's something to them. Shoot, I look at that as is the uh the daycare they're paying for right now, like a little mortgage every month, rent every month. That's all it is. To be there for 8 hours, you will pay like a little mortgage. What is that? That's nothing. So why these guys don't even want to pay $200 or $300 a month or $1,000, whatever? But they choose them.
She's trying to tell you. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on this video.
Yeah, beautiful rival boy, very intelligent young lady. Subscribe to her stuff.
There's not a big pool of good men.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
That is a lie.
Tell me.
Listen, there's not a lot of good men who want y'all. I'm clapping for myself. Where the good men at? Like they hiding under a rocker in a cave. They everywhere. They at the gas station. They at Costco. They at Equinox. They at the bank. They walking right past you and you don't show up on their radar because of the way you are. They're going to walk right by you. Your pretty face ain't going to go too far because everybody's pretty. That's a prerequisite. So if that's all you got to offer, we're not looking at you. But there's plenty good men. They just don't want your ass. I ain't never heard no woman say, I know I ain't shit. When have you ever heard a woman admit to not being shit? She'll say, this man ain't shit. He ain't shit. He was bad. He was bad. He was bad. He was bad. But for the most part, every woman think they're a good woman. What makes you a good woman? Who's auditing that you're a good woman? You are auditing yourself. Why don't you ask your exes what they think? Because all your relationships diminished and ended in turmoil.
How much money do I have to make to date you?
More than me.
Which is?
I can't say that, but I make, a pretty good penny.
Okay.
Hey.
So,
Look at this thottery, yo. Look at this. This is the future. This is what they're promoting. This is the the MK Ultra. This is the behavior. This right here is what they call it, population control. This is population control. Because ain't no way you're gonna want to get with somebody like this. Not if you're a decent person. Now, if you're trash, I'll say it again. If you're trash, you want that. You'll be like, I don't give a damn. She's fine. I want that. No, no, no. If you're a decent man and you trying to have a future, You ain't trying to mess with this at all.
So, do you think that when you shake ass in the camera and stuff, like men are gonna look at this and be like, that's a girl who I want to make my wife?
I don't give a fuck. I don't want these. Let me tell you something, baby. I was raised by my father. Fuck you niggas. I'll date one of you niggas and I keep two in the chamber.
What father raised this? Pookie. A Pookie that the mama probably bounced, had a drug problem, abandoned this girl, and left it to a Pookie to raise. That's what you're saying there. Listen.
So
At all times, fuck you niggas. I don't give a fuck. I'm my wife.
do you not want to be a wife one day though? Do you not want to be a wife one day though?
When I'm old,
When you shake ass, I need to know your connotation as wife.
It'll be too late,
Because
baby.
I'm a lot of niggas' wife.
okay.
I'm a lot of niggas' type.
Do you have a ring?
I got
got
a few.
plenty.
I got plenty of rings.
Bitch, I forgot to put my other
I'm
pinky
iced
ring
out.
on.
I'm iced out. Let me put the light on that shit.
But has a man ever?
Let me put the ice on that shit. Yeah.
You've never had this baby. Oh no.
Hey. Yeah. Let's see how you do under pressure.
Man, they wouldn't be able to come close. They're repulsive. And with that right there, there's something else. And I'm gonna skim through here and try to find the goddamn thing. Find the goddamn thing. Where you see the dramatic difference. Because what you just saw there was the female. The female in all her glory. Why is my stuff not up on the damn thing? All her glory and all her ignorance, not knowing what the hell time it is, and not caring not one bit about what needs. She has no clue. These girls have no clue, and this is MK Ultra at its finest. Let me run this right here real quick to get to the difference, some more ignorance.
I come to you to talk about my nigga, and I don't end it with what you think. Do not tell me what the fuck you think. 9 times out of 10, I already know that I'm probably making a poor decision, acting dumb. I don't need you to confirm how stupid I may be or look at this moment. You only here to listen. Unless you want to partake in the ratchet shit that I'm probably about to do. That's the difference between wanting a nigga and needing a nigga. A bitch don't need no encouragement to leave a nigga she don't need. And you can't encourage a bitch to leave a nigga that she won't. She gonna leave when she had enough. Don't matter what nobody think. And you don't get the phone call about what he did to her. You get that phone call like, bitch, I just threw all his shit outside. Peeled the sticker off his license plate and cancel that bitch insurance.
You have any problem? I object to getting any personal records of mine.
We're not dealing with privilege through a witness.
And where, when did he come?
And what this is to show is it goes all the way up to the top. It doesn't matter how educated you are, if you're a professional and anything like that. This brainwash, this delusion goes all the way up to the top. Now Miss Fanny and a long list of other professionals, DA, she's the DA. You got a mayor that she'll be going to jail for fraud. You got the the DA in Maryland, beautiful sister. Mm, she's going to jail. She's looking at Fed time. She's looking at 30, 40 years. 40 years she's looking at. I hope they don't give her a lot, but she's gonna get something. Then you got the judge that shot her boyfriend in the damn head and everything like that while he was sleeping. I mean, the delusion, the dysfunction is so real. But I'm not gonna go on that too much. Which you can look in the feed and everything, and you can see. Let's see what an elder sister, an elder woman, has to say.
Crimes perpetuated against black men specifically is the level to which their humanity and their hearts have been devalued, diminished, and dehumanized, and that they have become doing machines. The greatest value a black man has, in many instances, is what he can do for somebody. Right. And how he can do it, and how much he can do it, and how much he earns doing it. I mean, I hear it and see it among young people in the relationships. You know, oh, you're going to get my nails done, and you're going to do this, and you're going to do that. Right. You know, they've been demeaned and devalued and dehearted to the point where they value themselves based on what they can do. Fix it, get it, make it happen. And no place have I seen in our world does anybody tell black men.
Yeah, absolutely. That is so fact. I mean, how many men can relate to that? That, oh, do this, do that. You could be. Let me tell you something. The man is the prize. The man is the prize. And I don't know where else to show you that, but because I have it here. Damn, I got too much stuff I got to get rid of. Anyway, I put those up to show you a serious difference in the culture of other people. Because now I'm going to show you another culture that is none of that ghetto ratchetness. Peek this.
How are you?
23,
How long you been in your relationship?
4.5 years.
Has he proposed to you yet?
No, but I'm hoping he does soon.
What makes you so hopeful?
I feel like he really loves me, and I hope he does. Like, this is his sister. Yeah.
How do you know your man is in love with you?
He does, like, he goes beyond. Like, he always gets me. He pays for everything. Like, I feel like he's obsessed with her. He is obsessed with me. In, like, a good way. That's the way it should be. Everyone should be obsessed with their partner. Yeah.
So being that you've been with your man for 4 years, how much do you expect him to spend on a wedding ring?
I don't want him to spend too much. I think he should spend, like, less than $2K. I feel like the price of the jewelry isn't the price of the love. It's however much they can spend. Yeah. I feel like. I want something antique, something original.
Why not push for, the $10,000 ring or the $15,000 ring, the diamond star-studded one?
He doesn't have the salary for it. Plus, I'm just not a material person. I feel like if he loves me and just thinks of a ring of me, that's worth it. It doesn't matter the amount.
And you'll wonder why your man ain't trying to mess with you. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. That looks like the prize. That looks like something that, that's something to go after right there. That mindset right there. That mindset, the knowledge that she has, the knowledge that she have. But those are young women. They're not young females. As you saw earlier, those are females. Those are soulless succubus. These are young women that have a plan. They have focus. They know what they want. They know what they need to achieve with a mate that is a good man. They know what a good man is. And it doesn't matter about color. Women come in all colors, and so do females. But let me show you a sister that's a woman then she knows the truth.
Been the prize. Women, no, let me hold on,
Let her
Let me
finish.
finish. But as for this conversation, I will admit I am one of the few people who did not know who Simone Biles was until this situation. However, I want to say something, and I know some of y'all might feel away, get mad at me. Men have always been the prize. Women, no, let me hold on.
Let her
Let me finish because I'm not. Let me finish. Men have always been the prize. And I'm going to explain what I'm saying. Women marry who they can. Men marry who they want. You can get offended by the statement, but if you really sit down and you think about it and you be honest with yourself, that is a very valid statement. Also, not only that, but by him saying that he is the prize, that does not make her not a prize. I myself am raising a young man. I'm raising my son is 7 years old. He is a miniature Einstein. He has manners. His manners are beyond most adults that I've ever met. His style of dress, his respect of himself as well as others. I'm instilling in him his faith, his spiritualness. I'm instilling in my son to be a prize, especially with these days, the way that women are raising these young girls. And it's unfortunate, but and also the numbers, it's always been since the beginning of time, women will fight over a man, you know what I'm saying? But they'll accept, but at the same time, they're going to accept, like back in the traditional days, that as long as the house is taken care of and he pays all the bills, he can have those 2-3 families up the street. You know what I'm saying? Men have always been the prize. We have gotten to a point where we disrespect our men so much. I worry so much about what the world is going to look like when my son becomes of age to date and to court and to marry, because I will never let any of your daughters tell my son that he is not the prize. That will never be a thing. And if you have sons, nephews, whatever the godchildren, you should not ever tell your son, oh, she is a. Do you guys see what type of young girls are being raised? So you're telling these young girls that they're a prize over the son that you're putting your time, that you're actually the man who's supposed to be the provider that you guys are looking for, the man who's supposed to be the protector that you guys are looking for, and you just want to sit back and live a soft life. He's not the prize. That will never make sense to me. And I'll leave it there and let you guys marinate on that.
And did you see like she was getting kickback. They was like, "What? What?" Yo, common sense is totally going out the window. Any type of logic, anything. What how things was, what are the rules and regulations that the Almighty Most High has set out for us, that's going out the window. Just look at the society around you. This is one of the last things I'm going to put out there. Check this out.
Men are turned off biologically by whores in terms of wanting to marry. So now women are getting what they wanted in the first place. They have all this freedom to do whatever they want, but they never realized the backlash that would be against them when it came from men. And now they try to shame men for not wanting them because they have all these bodies on them, or because they dress like whores, or because they're doing OnlyFans. These things that in women's minds they've normalized and they see no problem with because they've been ignoring what men have to say.
Yep, just ignoring. They're ignoring God's word all day. Which are ignoring the word of the Creator. They're going to freaking hell. Going to hell. And I'm here as your humble servant to expose it. I expose a lot of other things too. But you're going to have to go to where free speech is real. And that will be on X. You'll see my content on X. And you'll see it on Rumble. And I would love if you were to go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and share. Well, like, share, subscribe, right? And share this content with your friends. And definitely go to Rumble. I want you to go to all my platforms It's absolutely not for the meek. And what the hell? Hold on. I was just looking for something. I'm gonna find that one. I just saw another one that would be really good for this to end this off with. Where the hell? Yeah, and go to my pages and like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build up this channel. And I just posted up a video that I did. It's a car rant. It's called Car Rant, Mall Rant. I posted it up today. I did it yesterday, and it's talking about the real stuff, the important stuff. This stuff right here, I think it's today's show. I think is important because, I mean, it goes into the mentality, what's what a part of the problem that we're having in here. But yesterday, or what I did yesterday, goes into current events and what we're facing in the future because of what I just showed here today in this live, and we are live. So let's hear this sister right here before we go.
Age do women stop trying to sell pussy? And I'm not talking about you dating or relationshiping. I'm talking about the bitches who like my box pays my bills. Cause I done seen women try to stay in that lifestyle till they 40s, and then they try to compete with girls in their 20s, and they just look like ostriches trying to flock and fly with some doves. Like, I don't see the difference. We do. Don't base your whole life on a lifestyle that has a time span and a warranty not valid. Like, that's not where you want to be. You gotta fucking find a new job.
Yeah, gentlemen, we mess up so badly messing with the wrong one. The wrong one. And right here, I'm going to show you an example of when you meet this wrong one.
So earlier you said something like you was trying to like hit me up or trying to get my number.
Oh my God.
But you were talking to me about the husband and shit. Who that?
No, like dead ass. Like that's finna be my husband.
So
It's not that
respectful.
serious. I just be saying that. I really just be saying that.
To
but,
back
like,
people up.
Stop the cap.
That's why I said, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be a little persistent just to see if you're gonna tell me the truth. But
you seem like cool people, so
I'm definitely cool as hell. I just want to know, like, is it for real or are you playing about the boyfriend? Cause
I mean, like it's really not that serious, anyways. And I've really been thinking of leaving him, so it's really nothing. Like we don't even have to talk about it.
Guess, that's it. Quite right, huh?
Oh, well, it was nice while it lasted, right?
It was nice while it lasted.